My husband told me he was done playing house at our son's kindergarten graduation. Then his mistress showed up to the parking lot. She was my son's teacher. For 6 years, I'd believed in my marriage. I'd believed in Mitchell's late nights at the firm, his weekend conferences, his sudden interest in Finn's education. He'd never been particularly involved before, but suddenly he was volunteering for class parties, attending curriculum nights, asking detailed questions about phonics instruction. I'd been grateful. What wife wouldn't want a more engaged husband? The graduation ceremony had been beautiful. Finn looked so proud in his tiny cap and gown, holding his certificate with both hands like it was made of gold. Mitchell had arrived late, sliding into the seat beside me. His cologne was different, stronger. I'd noticed but said nothing. Afterward, while parents milled around taking photos, Mitchell pulled me aside by the trophy case. His jaw was tight, his eyes flat in that way I'd learned to recognize over the years. "We need to talk," he said. "I can't do this anymore. I'm done playing house." The fluorescent lights buzzed overhead. Children laughed in the gymnasium, and my husband was telling me our life was pretend. "What are you talking about?" I asked, my voice barely a whisper. "This whole charade, the perfect family act. I've been miserable for years." He glanced at his watch. "I'll have my lawyer contact you next week." Before I could respond, he walked away, leaving me standing there while other families celebrated around us. I felt Finn tug on my dress. "Where's Daddy going?" I forced a smile and grabbed my phone. "We'll take our own pictures, sweetheart." As we walked toward the parking lot, Finn suddenly broke free and ran ahead. "Miss Chambers! Miss Chambers!" he shouted. She was standing by a silver sedan, scrolling through her phone. Finn's teacher. I'd met her during parent-teacher conferences, remembered thinking how young and pretty she was, how Mitchell had been unusually chatty that evening. She looked up and her face transformed from relaxed to panicked. "Finn, sweetie, I'm just leaving," she said quickly, but he'd already wrapped his arms around her waist. Her eyes darted past him to me. "You worked very hard." Her voice was tight. "But you should be with your mom right now." That's when Mitchell appeared from around the corner, phone to his ear. He nearly walked right into us before looking up. The moment he saw us together, every ounce of color drained from his face. "Daddy, look, Miss Chambers is here too." The silence that followed felt like drowning. Miss Chambers stepped back. Mitchell stood frozen, and suddenly everything made perfect sense. The late parent-teacher conferences he'd insisted on attending alone. The classroom volunteering on days I had to work. The different cologne. "How long?" I asked, my voice surprisingly steady. "Not here," Mitchell said. "How long?" Miss Chambers spoke up, her voice shaking. "Since October. I never meant. It just happened. 8 months. Nearly the entire school year. Every morning I dropped Finn off at her classroom, thanked her for caring for my son, and she'd smiled at me while sleeping with my husband. I trusted her with my child while she destroyed my family. "Mommy, why are you crying?" Finn asked. I wiped my face. "I'm okay, baby. Just allergies." I turned to Mitchell. "Go be with your girlfriend. But know this, you won't get away with this as easily as you think." I picked up Finn and headed toward my car. Behind me, I heard her voice, frantic. "You said you were separated. You said she knew." Their argument faded as I strapped Finn into his car seat. My phone buzzed. A text from my brother. "Call me. Found something interesting about Mitchell's finances." I sat in the driver's seat, staring at that message. My brother was a forensic accountant. I'd asked him to look into some irregularities I'd noticed in our joint account a month ago. Just a feeling I'd pushed down and ignored. I looked back at Finn, already playing with his certificate. Then at Mitchell and his mistress, still arguing. I started the engine. This wasn't over. I couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Watch the rest down below.